everybody. I didn't tell him what intro music I wanted. I like that song. I was so depressed now. I said, when I have to start talking, I like it. When that song's on in my car, I'm like, everybody shut up. Nobody talk. But now I have to talk over it. I have to see my material. Fun fact. Do you think the first people who had a wishing well wished for tap water? That's the end of my written material. That's what I have. This will be fun. I do have cerebral palsy. I do like to start out, get the heavy stuff out of the way first. I was born prematurely, which is not the only thing I do prematurely, ladies. How are you feeling? Who's ready to get disappointed? Was that not a good joke to do in front of my parents who are here? No, I was born prematurely, which means part of my brain didn't develop, which I guess sends a signal to my legs. I'm not a medical major. I went to school for accounting, so that's, so my brain hasn't developed all the way, but my breasts are coming along quite nicely. Yeah. Hold on. Let's give him, there's a guy here for his birthday. He said this is all he's doing, so let's give him a show. Yeah. Happy birthday. No refunds on that. How you guys feel about strip clubs? That's my segue. Guys, I was stripping. That's like a good segue. I don't know how you're surprised about that. How you guys feel about strip clubs? You guys didn't go for your corporate gig. That's a good idea. Nice job. Whoever planned it, good job. I will tell you, because I had to plan my brother's bachelor party, and he was like, just so you know, I told Jessica that we wouldn't be going to strip clubs. I'm like, just so you know, good call. I don't know how that became a thing. Like, I'm gonna go to a place with my brother that my end goal is to become aroused? I don't think so. That's never been a thing. I've never been with a lady who's getting naked and I was like, boy, I wish more of my friends were here. How did that become a thing? To be honest, I don't know. Like, if I wanted to see people disappoint their parents, I'd watch footage of me playing Little League Baseball. Like, that's what I would do. I was bad at baseball, but I will tell you, because of my handicap, I was asked to play floor hockey for the Special Olympics. And okay, before we go any further, I will say there are localized chapters of the Special Olympics. So this took place in like a middle school gym, okay? I have to say that, because believe it or not, there was a comedian, and they were doing crowd work, and they were like, has anybody here performed in the Special Olympics? And then I started cheering, and they were very impressed, and I was like, oh no, I think they mean like the one after the Olympics, the one that's like 2 weeks after the Olympics, and it's like wheelchair basketball. I'm like, that's not what I did. What happened was I was in 7th grade, and they were like, hey, do you want to do 7th grade or go play hockey? And I was like, yeah, I'm going to go play hockey, guys. And here's the thing, guys. Being somewhat mobile, I really had a leg up on the competition. I'll tell you that right now. A lot of people in wheelchairs in the Special Olympics. And here's the thing, I really kind of have mixed emotions about telling you, because I'm very proud that I did very well. But it's also very hard to tell people you dominated a bunch of people in the Special Olympics. A little bit of a guilty conscience. But I will tell you, don't feel too bad for them, because a lot of people in the Special Olympics talk a lot of shit to you. There's one kid in a wheelchair who said I was the reason for my parents' divorce. I was like, hold on, how does he even know my parents are divorced? I didn't tell him that information. It was so bad we almost got in a fight, but then I walked away, which is how you win a fight. Yeah. To your office party, did you have a Halloween party as well? Not a lot of women dressed up in sexy costumes right now. That doesn't happen. I don't get the sexy costume thing, to be honest, if we're being fully honest. And again, you're like, oh, this guy's against strippers and against sexy costumes. What does he have against whores? I'm all for whores. This thing though, you don't need the sexy costume. Okay? I've never been like, nobody's ever been like, what do you look for in a woman? I'm like, someone who looks like a cat. Like, that's weird. You do that. No, I was actually with a girl on Halloween who was dressed like a cat. And she was like, okay, this was going better than I expected. And we were getting into it, and then like she came up with a hairball. I didn't know she would be so method about it, okay? Like, you gotta give her applause for commitment to the craft. So I was like, I'm sorry I didn't manscape, but in my defense, I didn't think you would be so easy. You know what I mean? You guys like trick-or-treating? So we're hitting all these topical Halloween topics. You guys like trick-or-treating?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys miss it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do? Okay, here's the thing, because people tell me that all the time. They're like, don't you miss trick-or-treating? Like, no. No. We live in a capitalist society. I make money. Every time I go to a grocery store, I can go to the candy aisle. And that's trick-or-treating for me. Every day I want candy, I can get candy. I don't need to do the whole, and what are you supposed to be? When I go to the checkout lane, I'm supposed to be at work, okay? In 10 minutes? So maybe we can just put the Snickers in the bag, please? I'm sorry to jump down your throat like that. I'm not me when I'm hungry, you know? That's how I live. And you know, when you're a kid and you're like, oh man, that neighborhood has a better one. I go down the grocery store, I'm like, guys, if you're gonna go 3 aisles over, that has the better candy. It is the liquor aisle. It is the liquor aisle. My doctors say I'm supposed to have my shots. Am I misinterpreting that? Right? They want me to drink at work, is what I'm saying. Jack and Coke is a prepackaged thing now. Like, they put that in cans. Like, hey, it's Jack Daniels and Coca-Cola together. That's how little faith they have in society. They didn't think we could crack that recipe. Prepackaged Jack and Coke, man. That was always my thing, because like, there was a while back. Again, we're not hitting topics and stuff, but there was a Cleveland radio station that was banning "Baby It's Cold Outside." Okay, and the reason they did that was because there's a part where they said, "Say what's in this drink," and it was right around the time of the Bill Cosby thing, and they're like, "Oh, well, you know, he's putting stuff in her drink." And I'm like, well, to be fair, okay, none of the rest of the song implies that. Like, in D. Martin's defense, what if she's just kind of stupid? Like, hey, I made you this rum and Coke. And she's like, say, what's in this drink? It's rum and Coke. I don't know. You guys like snow? Yeah? You guys were talking about this? I know. One of you wants there to be 4 feet of snow. I don't know, guys. I don't know how I feel about it. I know how I feel about snow. I don't like snow. I hate it. Thank you. I don't like to drive in it at all. And I think that's the main thing. And now that I'm an adult is I have to drive in it. Like I don't get off of school or anything like that. Shoveling also sucks. Thank you. Somebody who's like, shoveling also sucks. But then you talk to these people and they're like, oh, I know it's such a pain to drive in, but it looks so pretty. And I'm like, see, I can totally relate to that because I find prostate exams very invasive. But I do desperately need the human contact. You know? Oh, the give and the take, what do you do? I need it. Oh. I'm not doing so good in the dating world. You guys can act a little bit more surprised by that revelation. My parents are like, yeah, you live with us. We know. You're not doing it. Okay, we don't need to tell them everything about me. Thank you. No. And, like, I could try, like, the dating apps, but here's the thing, guys. And this is probably the most honest thing I've said, but it's like, I'm not going to try to convince other people to like me at this moment because I know how I used to look before. And this is like a downslope, really. I mean, I used to look a lot better before this. I had to buy underwear recently because I just keep growing out of my jeans and now out of my underwear. But here's the thing, guys, about looking for underwear is, I know there's people here from Madison, but like, I've gone to Kohl's to look for underwear, and I'm not a fan of that, if we're being honest. I don't go to Kohl's to be body shamed, really. And have you ever looked at a package of underwear at Kohl's? It's like, my God, I didn't think of that as a hiding place for your can of Pringles. Like, my sympathy to these people and their girlfriends, because I would have to think that taking his underwear off is like opening one of those cans of snakes. Oh, God! Like, but so I had to do it online. But here's the thing, guys. If you do anything online and you have any sort of social media whatsoever, your social media then becomes inundated with whatever you just looked at. So now I'm pretty sure that my mom thinks I'm gay. Because anytime she walks by my computer and I'm on Facebook, there's a guy in underwear, just underwear. And I'm not trying to shame like being gay or anything like that. To be honest with you, like I said, I'm 33 and I'm not great at dating. So I'm not gonna eliminate just half the population of my dating. Who am I to say I'm not gay? Maybe make your best offer and we'll see how like, what if I tell you right now I'm not gay, and then one of these people from Morris is like, hey, I'm interested, and I make 6 figures a year. I'm like, we can work with that. Even if you're not attracted to me or I'm not attracted to you, we can do that with the lights off. We'll be fine. Guys, just a real quick question. Like, how come when you go to the beach, there aren't bottles of ammonia? Yeah. How come there aren't bottles of ammonia? How do you treat a jellyfish stink? Pee on it. Why do you pee on it? Because of the ammonia. Yeah. Why don't you just keep bottles of ammonia there? How come he's got to pee on it? Is what I have to ask. How did we discover that medical practice? Is what I'm trying to ask. Who was the first person to get stung by a jellyfish? And then, here's a guy just on a beach. You don't know he's a doctor. He says he is. That's convenient. He's like, hold on, I know how to treat that. Really? Also, guys, I don't want to be this guy, but like, we do all sorts of things with like, hey guys, we need to consider the fact that we've been considering gender, like things we've considered for so long. Like we're doing gender wrong, and you can be whatever gender you want. And we're changing a lot of things in society. Okay, baloney is spelled wrong. Why are we not changing this? What's a word that rhymes with baloney? Phony. Macaroni. Right? Spell them. P-H-O-N-Y. M-A-C-A-R-O-N-I. How do you spell baloney? B-O-L-O-G-N-A. Excuse me? What's the only other word that ends with a G-N-A? Lasagna. Sounds nothing like it. And I looked it up because that's how angry I am about this. I looked it up, and they're like, oh, it's like bolognese. Like from Italy, you know? Bolognese. I'm like, excuse me. That's not what bologna is. Bologna isn't from Italy. Bologna is something you put on a sandwich in second grade to let everybody know you hit hard times. I'm Hudec. You guys have been great.